Hello and welcome to another episode of A History of the Forgotten Realms. I can barely hear myself think over here now that the audio is working correctly, and I have not had to ban my adventurers from my audio during the intro. Welcome back, everyone. There is still something wrong about my face. I have done my makeup wrong. It's going to bother me for the rest of the stream, so I just have to look at you guys and not myself. Oh, thank you. That being said, as far as housekeeping going into the stream today, all I have for you guys, other than my camera is freezing, sweet, we're off to a great start. You know what, if you stop being able to hear me, give me a shout out in the chat and let me know. Okay, the camera is back. We are not live on TikTok tonight because for some reason TikTok has revoked access and not told us why. We should be able to get that fixed hopefully in the next day or so before the Friday stream. I am frozen again, but if you see us live tonight, share us with your friends, with your family. Be obnoxious, post about us, ask us questions, follow us everywhere that you can possibly follow us because it really helps the stream, and we are getting some really awesome, really big things rolling as we come to the end of Season 1 here in the next couple of episodes. That being said, I'm super excited to be here. You know who else is super excited to be here? Our adventurers. Say hello, adventurers.
Hello,
adventurer.
Hey, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Hey, Gare.
Hello, traveler.
Okay. They now
Come,
have
stay a while.
sound.
Woo!
And let me get you
Oh,
guys
you're finally
some
awake.
pleasant music.
We'll have a good pleasant score.
There we go. Just gonna refresh TikTok anyway. Nope, still nothing.
Here we go.
All right. When I last left you all, you were just visiting or wrapping up your visit at the Temple of Ilmater with the monks of the Open Hand, and y'all got some fancy energies flowing through you. And you know what? You decided for the night that maybe it was best to go sit amongst yourselves, to do a little deep diving into this new feeling that you've all got going on. Let's start with... where do I want to start? Let's start with Zipporah. Zipporah, as you sit in your room at the keep, at the end of the night, behind your rightful stage, where you belong, what is it that you are feeling?
I'm kind of feeling like there's a lot going on in my head, and I think the first thing that she's focusing on was I floating? Did I do that on my own? I don't remember being able to do that. And I think she's doing that thing that all little kids, whether born with or without wings, probably went through. Jumping off of things, trying to feeling.
I could fly.
Yeah, so I bet there's a lot of like thumping coming from her room, but it's like doom 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 doom, like clearly her running to the spot, and then one big like crash, and then just like silence, followed by doom 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 as she goes to do it again.
As you do this, at your door, you just hear a little...
Is there a cat at the door?
Is there?
Yeah, she's gonna go open the door, hearing that sound. Just like poke her head out.
As you open the door to the slight... You open the door to a... of a very excited Fredward, who's like, looking at you like, bro, you trying to fly in here? And he... up to face level, just to kind of look at you like, Can I help? Can I fly? Can you fly now? He's just very intrigued by all the sound that is coming from your room.
Well, you can come on in. You're always welcome inside.
He
Hey, you want a little snack?
He tippy taps his way in, happy for a snack, and hops up on your bed.
Yeah, she gives him a little treat, and then she like breaks down the mechanics of what she's trying to. It's like it's like something along the lines of like, okay, so I thought maybe if I got a running start and then jumped off something high, then I could achieve like some kind of glide. I don't have wings like you, so I don't have like the muscles and the bone structure there, but I was thinking maybe if I tried hard enough and with the winds in me, maybe I could at least achieve like a nice little float. Sounds doable.
It's the worst face to freeze on. I'm so sorry.
I thought you were just firming it.
No.
I thought you were just firming it.
I did for a second, and like your mothers say, it got stuck that way.
I thought you were just taking a deep breath.
No, the camera is not working, and boy do I wish I had a VTuber backup right now. I may have to make one.
The problem is that the VTuber relies on the camera.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, my camera's still tracking. It's just the signal's frozen. Hang
Yeah.
on.
Or maybe just like a
Here we
funny
go.
little photo of you.
There we go. The camera's sick. Until I can get it to work. He kind of looks at you with his little dragon face, and he's nodding his head up and down. He's kind of following along. He seems like he's maybe getting it, and then you get to the part about, if I could only maybe levitate, if I could only just do something, and he kind of gathers that you're understanding the mechanics, but he just shakes his little head, kind of making little infinity signs with his nose like, you lost me.
Mm-hmm.
But he is very supportive, and he reaches his little Pete out, and he kind of just pats you on the shoulder. Or on the kneecap. He's rather small.
All right. Let me show you what I've got. And then she's gonna do the run. Get up top. Jumps off the bed. Loud thump again.
And he hops up on all four of his little leggy legs. You hear him kind of like on the bed. And he just looks down at you on the ground with a you okay? Just
Yeah, no,
looking
I'm
at
doing
you,
great.
little-
I've done this
little
like
dragon brows drawn.
like 10 times now. I'm doing perfectly great.
He shakes his head kind of like, oh, okay, I get it, at you. And he curls up in a little dragon donut on the foot of your bed. Just purring contentedly.
I think at that point, that's when Zipporah calls it. And is just gonna sit on the bed, petting the little guy. Thinking about the other part of that little encounter with the monks. The glowing... the mysterious great power, and she's like very like did that person mean power in like a pew pew laser kind of power, or like, and from this box I produce Oh, yay!
Hey!
We got you back!
Hey!
Okay.
Oh no.
I don't think you can hear me.
Oh no, I
and
can't
my
hear you.
audio is really loud.
Oh. Well,
Just remember, folks, you too can have a professional career as a professional streamer.
Oh, hold on.
Yikes.
I like what I did here.
Well, start telling jokes, but I don't know any good jokes.
Bear with us while we work through the internet gremlins and get things situated here. I swear we're semi-professional-ish.
No, not at all at this point.
I use the word ish very sparingly.
Oh my goodness. Well. All right.
Careful, careful, you can't sing the full song.
Oh,
No, I
right,
didn't.
Right.
Okay. Wow. I just got asked by the DM, why don't I tell us where Imre's at?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so.
Yay!
Hey, I'm back.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
perfect.
Oh, hey! Perfect.
Ugh.
So
Imre, yeah.
anyway, I'll still
Really
answer your
loud.
question. Oh. Super, super loud still?
No, you're good. You can keep
Loud?
talking. It's everything else is loud.
Perfect. Oh, yikes. Okay. So,
Better.
Imre is sitting in her room. It's quiet contemplation time, her favorite time. She is meditating on the things that Father Lorgan had told her about being, this blessed archer, that she has been called to serve some sort of like higher purpose, I guess, and that she does have this power that comes from the core of her being, and she does not feel that. So she is trying to meditate on her feelings, see if she can bring out anything from within. And she's also mourning the loss of Father Balthazar, who she knew from her Temple of Ilmater in the Kalasham Desert. Let me pause while I find the name. It's the Friary of Saint Amal. Gotta read minutes. So he is very good to her clan. He takes care of them. All the displaced, runaway drow that come up into the desert. So she's feeling really upset in some sort of way just because she's pretty much known him for a very, very long time. And she's thinking about her clan, her family, and hoping that they're doing all right as well. And yeah, that's where she's at right now.
Don't mind me. I'm fixing things. It gave you the wrong music, and now it doesn't want to give you music at all. Okay. As you sit somewhat meditatively, considering everything that you have heard and considering both the source of these words as well as the context, your past, where you've heard them before, and you think about it, it occurs to you, you left home so young. You've never had a proper elven name. You have been Imre your whole life. And it is both a great responsibility, but maybe a comfort to have this nickname to hold with you as well. A little bit of home stretching far beyond the Callum Desert and into your life where you stand now. And as you reflect on all that you are and all that you have done, you think about how your family had to escape the Underdark. You think about the citizens of the Callum Desert and of all its peoples there within who you have harbored to safety. You think about the Friary of Santa Mal. And you're getting out of there and setting on your own journey for the sake of your family and your tribe's safety. And within you, the heart of a hunter begins to beat. For the first time in your life, Imraniel, you feel confidence. You feel power. You feel authority. This is new, but not unwelcome. As you sit here, mulling over this newfound feeling of self-security, Teefs comes crawling up to your leg on your bedside, and he nuzzles his little face into the divot of your knee, and he looks at you and just kind of, and you remember, oh, buddy, I have a leg for you. Oh, crap.
Didn't I give it back to Doc, though? Because I said, Doc, you made it. You should be the one to give it to Thieves.
Yeah, you'll have to remember to do that when you all wake up tomorrow, huh?
Yeah. I was like, wait, I think I give it to Doc.
But until then, Teefs the tiny tripod buries his little half leg in between the divot of your knee and snuggles in for the night. I'm receiving help yet again, so we'll come back to Vincent. Stu, Doc, instead of going to the keep for the night, has been struck with non-divine inspiration. There's a feeling nagging at you. You know it to be creation, the heart of all makers. Anyone who makes a thing or plies a skill knows this feeling, and you know that if you wait too long, inspiration like this may not strike again anytime soon. So tell me, what do you do in your shop?
Excuse me, I accidentally unplugged my computer.
It's okay, I need to turn you up anyway, because you're a little quiet, too.
Yeah, give me a second here while I plug myself in. Excuse me. All right, there we go. Oh, look at that. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, repeat that real quick while I just that last little bit.
You know that should you ignore this feeling,
Oh no,
that inspiration, I'm gone again, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Yep.
What
Oh,
is-
Scario.
No,
Goodness.
I know the problem.
This is a farce.
dude,
Well-
I'm also going to turn down Syrinscape on my end because it's...
Can't finish the song
Oh,
because
this is the
of
one-shot volume.
copyrights.
Sorry, go ahead.
Because copyrights.
Oh,
You do it in your head.
Boing, boing.
sick.
I was about to be like, between.
We're doing it. You know, we're making things work.
I can see it in my head. He's like running across and jumping. and
There you are.
Mm, there we go. Cool.
Oh.
It's just a close and open.
I heard you there
Get used
for
to
a
me.
second,
Yeah, but
brief
it
second.
just needs to stay open.
Oh,
It might just need to stay open, or else it.
that would explain that, yeah.
But let's try.
It's almost like we can only have.
maybe I should look
one,
up
but
like
not
jokes
the
or
other.
something just in case this happens
Jokes,
again.
just in case this keeps happening.
Yeah,
welcome
just
to our
start
welcome to our
telling
D&D feed and stand-up comedy. I'm your host.
Woo!
Okay.
I do not do comedy.
What's your host
Nanu
name?
Nanu.
You know they all heard that, right? Just so you
got
know,
a screaming goat over there?
you're not hiding
I
anything.
love it. We love it.
Screaming goat.
Sorry, I had to turn the Syrinscape way down. Feel free to turn it up on your own ends. It was deafening me. It was so bad. I
Oh
can
my
only
gosh.
control the volume of it in Chrome at the moment. Like, I can't control the volume on my end. It's so bizarre.
We love it. We love it.
Okay.
It's just like rain right now.
Yeah. TikTok not approved or revoked. Your TikTok account is currently under a live restriction. If we don't violate TikTok's community guidelines in the next 30 days, we'll be able to participate in this activity again. But there's nothing in our account, so I'll be reaching out to TikTok.
That's so strange.
Good time. We get false flagged.
Yeah, and it doesn't say anything on our end of the account either. So if you guys want to go bug TikTok for us and tell them that you want to see your D&D on TikTok, now's the time to do so. Dang.
Darn bots.
Damn,
What
it's
happened?
it
Darn
was
bots.
it was probably the bots. Well, you know.
What happened?
We apparently got live striked, so we can't stream for 30 days.
Yeah, just on TikTok though. No, it says revoked. It says that we have a live restriction on our account, and if we don't violate this live restriction, which I don't think we can because we're not live on there for 30 days, then we get it back.
Yeah, we'll have to try to petition that. Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before everything went sideways, what was the last
So fun.
bit of the monologue you were going about?
As a maker and a creative, you know that if you do not act on this strike of inspiration now, that lightning like this may not strike again. Tell us, what do you do in your shop in the long hours of the night?
Well, I think more so too is that Doc has had like a crisis of consciousness. Not so much that he was doing bad things, but Doc had always been more money oriented and status oriented, and trying to be the inventive guy to make money. And the events of the last couple days have really had him thinking of what is his purpose. And so getting back to the shop and getting back to building and really getting back to his passion has really given him this newfound energy and outlook that money is good and all, but legacy, what's his legacy going to be? So with that in mind, Doc pulls up to his workbench, fires up power to the machines in the shop, and starts going through some of the books on his shelf, some of the more obscure books that that Dad gave him for the library, and he really hasn't gone through them and touched them, and because time, we have lots of time, can always so he starts going through and starts going through the library and pulls a book on metallurgy and alchemy, the merging of the two, and pulls another book, armor and armor for the beginner to expert, how to
Armor, A to Z.
Yeah, armor A to Z.
Sorry,
So he's
Canadians
kinda-
and Australians that are a large
Zed.
part of our following. A to Z.
So, he's going through and like, he's got his little, ink quill out and his other notebook open, for his own personal, notes and ideas and drafts and stuff. And he's like thumbing through the, the armor book and taking out notes and, kind of cross-referencing it to the metallurgy and alchemy book and kind of putting them together in like a, maybe like trying to do like an equation almost. And goes over to his rack of metal and leather and starts to pull supplies out and brings them over to the workbench and starts getting to work, pulls his goggles down, and he just starts free arc welding and bending and there's noise coming from the shop that hasn't been heard in many moons. And he's just, losing himself to the craft that, got him into it.
As you craft and tinker and think your way through the night, it becomes clear to you that this is not a plan. This is a process to be managed. And with each step forward of this process, something begins to take shape in your mind as you're looking at the armor that you begin to craft. And you think of all the ways in which it could and should protect you. You're reminded of a saying from an old friend. There's always room on the Z-axis. Why not a helmet? As you work your way through your materials and you watch your stock grow thinner and thinner, adding on the details, buffing it to whatever your preferred finish is, and giving it a nice candy apple red gloss. Don't know where you got that from. I assume Mr. Crow had something. She's ready. As you don your new armor for the first time, you are somewhat surprised as your helmet goes on and all of the pieces begin to lock together as one. You feel protected, but you also feel a genuine sense of elation at what you have just discovered and what you have just managed to do with your own two hands. As you're standing there, taking in this new power, checking out the whole bit of kit, you turn, and from the corner of your shop, peering deep within your soul, stands an unfinished gate. It is the only thing that stands between you and Baldur's Gate's favorite orc. Vincent, why don't you tell us how Drift's
Yes.
night is going? He did not get
So-
spring trapped.
It took me so long to realize what the fuck you were talking about.
He so
Spring
did.
lock Bonnie.
He so did. He
Yep.
got spring locked. I can't believe it. Doc is purple
okay.
guy.
So, Drizzt is in his room for the night, sitting at his desk in the corner of the room, working with his, all of his little kits, going through his disguise kit, making sure that he has everything he needs in there, making sure all of his thieves' tools, all of his picks and everything are working, clean and nothing's bent or broken. Going through, tinkering with his alchemist supplies and his poisoner's kits to see if there's anything that needs to be restocked or if there's anything in there. And while sitting there working, suddenly he feels his vision start to go blurry at the edges and almost like tunnel vision at the same time, and just starts being overwhelmed with this sense of just primal rage and fury that he just can't contain. And he just drops everything he's working on and is immediately just practically gripping the top of the desk. And unsure of what's happening before he can even grasp and figure out what it is and what's wrong, it passes. And as he starts to collect himself, is looking around and notices where his hands were on the desk, there's now deep grooves from claws. He's not sure what happened.
Pretty sure there's a word for that. I think they're called claw marks.
I'm saying that he's unsure of how he could have caused that, whereas, he's strong, but this is unreal. This is unlike anything that he thought he could possibly do, and is unsure what happened. And the answer's in the back of his head, but he doesn't want to admit it yet. He's afraid.
As you sit there, pondering, wondering what it is that may or may not afflict you, you can't be certain. But as you mull over the possibilities of your hands and kind of really taking in their anatomy for the first time, you've never been this aware of your own fingies. You notice, oh, I guess when I was working on something, I must have cut my finger on a piece of paper. That's a small streak of blood across your index finger. You should probably wash that. The blade sits on the table next to your desk, and from the back of your mind, you hear, "We really gonna do this, bud? We're just gonna sit here and ignore this one, huh? All right, well, I don't know how to tell you how many generations of Dusk Shield I've watched go through this, but sure, you want to go down the route of denial? That's fine. We could do that. I'm fine with that. It's cool. No, you're not in denial. Just like your hair wasn't red yesterday and white today. This is fine. It's fine. You're all fine. Right?"
And with the blade's thoughts in my head, I just grab it and shut up, and slam it back down.
Imre, through the wall of the keep, you're just hearing,
Like, I'm trying to sleep! Shut up!
and before you know it, the entire keep, through their doors and their walls, "No, you shut up! No, you shut up! Oh, all of you fucking panic!"
From downstairs you hear, "I was here the whole time."
I was over on the bench. Zipporah, we're gonna flash back
Hi.
to you for a second.
Hi.
As you are sitting, still trying to figure out how to fly, Fredward seems exhausted of the matter. He doesn't know how many times he can try to teach you in how many different ways. It's quite easy.
Oh, I think...
Step 1, grow wings. Step 2, fly. He was very clear about this.
I think I said after that I forget his name, Fredward.
Mm-hmm.
After he took his little like, I'm tired, I'm gonna sit here. She just spent the rest of the time kind of sitting there, pondering and just petting them.
As you sit there with your delicate fingers running over Fredward's scaly little spine, blink, blink, blinking between the tines along his back, you hear but from this time, it comes from within your hat.
I stick my head in my hat.
As you dunk, you hear a whoa, hold on, Grandbaby, hold on, Grandbaby. You can't just stick your whole head through there like that. And your grandpa takes a few steps back, and for the first time in a very long time, you can actually see your grandfather. Why didn't I think to stick my head in here when he called before? Why was I using it as a phone? That could have been so much easier.
Whatever those are.
Whatever those are.
whatever a phone is.
What are those?
There we go. I was like, I couldn't hear him the first time. Was he muted?
I know, I could hear it too.
But I saw them. As your grandpa takes a couple steps back, you see a well-dressed man, a not dissimilar top hat tucked beneath his arm, in a tailed pea coat, dressed very well, very eccentrically. You're noticing, and you didn't necessarily expect this, lots of silk scarves, linen fabrics, just overall very ostentatious but well put together. His vibe is not too dissimilar to how you regard fashion. And as he stands there, well, why don't you roll a perception for me?
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's that's oh shit. Oop. Oh shoot, I did it again.
I can cast guidance.
It's
through
been
the
5
wall.
minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. That was less of what I was concerned
We
of,
are
more
43 minutes in.
Oh good.
Yeah.
This is perception, that's a 14.
Oh, yeah, it only
Oh,
takes
no.
a 5 or so to notice, Grandpappy don't have feet. Mans is floating with a spectral tail hanging out the end of his pea coat, glowing delicately blue, and looking distinctly less familial than you would suspect in this very moment.
You look good, Papa. New suit?
Aw, I mean, you noticed? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's new. I collect things here and there. You know I'm kind of a hoarder of things, grandbaby. I like the silks. It's a good look, and I mean the less I'm able to wear pants, the more I gotta overdo it with the coat. You know, I'm thinking I might have a thing for brooches. That might be my new obsession. It's either gonna be that or buttons.
Ooh.
As he strokes his small braided beard.
Oh, you called me, by the way? Or were you just checking?
Grandbaby, were you, and I don't mean to barge in, were you trying to fly?
Okay, so it's a long story. Well, maybe not too long.
It's okay if you are.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I was trying to recreate whatever in the hells happened over at the Ilmater place.
In the temple, when you started floating.
Uh-huh. Floating and glowing and all that shebang. Because if I can recreate that for a show, I think they'd get a kick out of that.
I see. Well, I mean, you got the glowing down with the bedazzle in there. That is something else. Those are gorgeous stones.
Right? Dazzle stones? Have you heard of these things?
Stones are dazzling. Yes, ma'am. They are generally used to charm people. I've got a soft spot for them. I don't generally need them, but they are so pretty to look at.
They are.
Ooh.
I wonder what else I could put them on.
Stones of dazzling encrusted brooch.
You could be like, Shazam! Check out my brooch.
And as he's thinking about it, he kind of... and down into his hands floats a brooch, encrusted with more stones of dazzling than you thought possible. And as he pins it to his lapel, it's a beautiful blue, white, and gold feather. You know, for my grandbaby. But, honey, the levitating, you can learn that easy. Did your mama and daddy never tell you? Oh, she's muted.
Tell me what?
Sweetheart, you are descended from a powerful, powerful genie. Floating's what we do. You just gotta let that into you. You just gotta find your way to channel it and be at good peace with it, and the floating will come to you. You just gotta work on that power, honey. Where you think your pop-pop learned the old trick? Never mind how I got stuck in this hat, but that's the consequences of my actions, not yours. Don't you worry about it.
Well, he just learned it by taking the high road.
I mean, the high road ain't all it's cracked up to be, and there are many other ways to obtain divine power in this world. But be careful on that path, grandbaby, because you never know who's gonna be honest. And I'm gonna be so level with you right now. The gods, they're dicks.
Wait, are you lying to me, Papa?
No, sweetie. No, grandbaby, no. Gods are
Inside check.
assholes. 100%.
Yeah,
Sure, you want to roll an
insight
insight check?
check if he's
Yeah,
lying to me.
roll it.
Yeah. I mean, I doubt.
do that, I'm gonna come
I
there,
doubt he
but-
is lying, but that's an 18.
He's not lying. He's not telling you everything about the high road, but he is being very honest when he says that he believes that gods are straight up dicks.
Okay.
That is a sentiment that comes straight from his heart.
So did a god put you in there?
Not a god per se. We'll talk about it another time. I'll tell you everything, I promise. But for now, I want you to look out for you. Did you figure out how to use that new magic you got?
Oh yeah. I want to use it in really cool ways. Maybe some ways for my show, but then other ways to help out with my new friends. Oh, have you met my new friends?
I've seen your new friends. I don't know that I've had the pleasure of meeting them yet.
Hold on. And she takes her head out the hat and she runs out the door with the hat.
Okay.
And she's gonna go to eeny meeny miny mo, catch a tiger. She's gonna go to Imre's room first.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And she's gonna start banging on the door like
Bruh.
bang 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 bang, like it's straight banging. Bang 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 bang.
What's going on here?
It takes a while for her to answer because she was straight up sleeping.
Yeah, no, it's like it doesn't stop until you open the door.
So he opens the door and she's just gives you this dead ass dead glare. Like,
Get
what?
in. And she holds out the end of the hat.
Excuse me?
Get in. Put your head in.
I'm too tired for this.
Put your head in.
What?
We don't have time. Put your head in.
From the back of your mind, Imre, you hear, Miss, I believe she's asking you to enter the hat. Which
Put your head
I'm not
in.
opposed to.
So she's just going to, again, stare down Zipporah. She's like, I swear to God, if this is one of your tricks,
It's not a trick.
you're in so
Just-
much trouble.
This is very
And
important.
she just starts leaning forward
As
and
you
puts
lean
her head
forward,
inside.
you go from hearing the sounds of the keep and your room and the night air and the creatures around you to utter silence, peaceful silence. You notice as your head goes through into the hat, something else is missing as well. Almost like a headache, lifelong, has just been lifted. When you hear, "Oh, hello there. You are so pretty. You must be one of Zipporah's friends."
What?
Before you stands a very handsome, you think Genie? Is there a difference? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. This is an unusually good looking, glowing, dapper man. What's your name, sweetheart?
I'm sorry. What? Am I inside? I'm inside.
Oh,
Zipporah's
don't
hat?
worry. You're inside, but you're not inside. Sometimes the hat's more of a storage facility, a pocket dimension, if you will. You can carry it around, real helpful that way. Other times, it's more of a stepping off point, a doorway.
Oh.
You're in my world now.
Okay. I'm not awake enough for this. I'm Imre. Hi.
Hi,
Who are
Imre.
you? Are you?
Oh, you could just call me your pop-pop. I'm Zipporah's grandfather. You see,
Sorry, that weird
I've been
image.
gone a long time, but I wanted to make sure someone looked out for her, so when she left home, I thought it was better if I came along with her.
Oh. Well, that's really nice. Yeah, she kind of seems like someone who needs a little looking after. Like
Don't
in a
we
good way,
all?
you know? Yeah. So, yeah, I can't get over the what's the deal? What's going on? Like I can't get over the what like why are you inside her hat? Like what?
Okay.
I'm so confused, sir.
So, I'm gonna try to make it a little simpler because it can get real confusing real fast. So,
Okay.
picture the brim of the hat as a door frame. And what you just poked your little head through, well, that's my door. I'm here
Okay.
outside of your world, not of your world. See, I reside here in the outer planes. So there's your world, there's the material world. Then there's the elemental planes. There's space between
Right.
that wherein exists other things. There's the inner planes and more stuff. Then me, then more stuff, then the gods and even more stuff after them. So I'm just a couple planes away. Don't you worry. It's just faster this way.
Okay. But what like is there a reason she wanted me in here?
Oh, she just wanted you to meet her pop-pop.
Oh.
She just thought it would be good if I met her friends, so I knew who I was
Oh.
protecting.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's really nice of her. Not that I don't want to like talk or anything,
No,
but
no, no, no,
I've
no.
had a
You're okay,
really
grandbaby.
long
You go back to
and
bed. Here, take a cup of tea with
questionable
you. And
day.
he reaches out to you, and it suddenly occurs to you,
Oh.
my head only went through, but all of me is here.
Okay, this has been a little weird. But thank you. It was really nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too,
I'd like to
grandbaby.
I'd like to have a chat again when I'm awake and when I'm not going through some really weird celestial stuff. So thank you. How do I get out of here? How do I
Oh,
Is there
you
staircase?
just... And Zipporah, from the side wall of your hat, you hear a...
And then she takes off the hat.
And you just feel a thunk as all of the sound comes rushing back to your ears.
And then Zipporah
Oh.
just goes, bye! On to the next room.
You are, however, holding a beautiful, seemingly crystalline, black mug of wonderful smelling golden tea. You think there's
Yeah.
coconut milk? Is that turmeric? This is excellent. I'm just gonna... You gotta waddle back in your sleepy stupor.
Be like, that was probably not the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me before. Okay. It just goes back to her room. Like, okay, that happened. That happened.
Okay, Zipporah.
Doc is not at the keep, right? Doc's not at the keep,
Doc's at
right?
his shop.
He's
He's a mission away.
Yeah, no, I think she stopped at Doc's, at wherever Doc was staying at the keep for a bit, poked her head in, and then moved on to go to see Driz. And again, same bang 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 until you open the door.
While as you're hearing the banging, you hear yet again. See, I grabbed a fucking treat at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a nice little tweet.
Hey man, I'm stressed out and I need to snack 'em.
Oh, snackums are good. Take your time. Snack 'em, snack 'em, snack 'em.
I can tell a
Try power
D&D
cycling.
joke.
Try power cycling the
I did. I'm back.
No, I meant the cam link.
Yeah, I did both those things. I did what I was supposed to, and now I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
So as I'm hearing you bang on the door, again, like I go up to answer it, and again that feeling overcomes me, and I just collapse to my knees for a moment. And as it passes, I notice again those deep claw marks where my hand was on the floor, and equally at the same time in my head, knowing exactly what's happening and don't want to admit what's happening at all. And as I stand up, I'm like, pants would be a good idea. And quickly just throw on a pair of pants and open the door and be like, oh, is something wrong? Please tell me the city's not on fire. What?
She's holding out the hat once again. Get in.
Do I need my weapon?
No, why would you need your weapon?
I don't
Put
know.
your head in. Just put your head in the hat. It's a hat. Put your head in.
The last time
And so
someone
I'm gonna-
offered you a portal like this, you were stranded in a jungle in the plain of Chult. stuck with nothing but dinosaurs and a broken longsword.
Continent, not plane.
Continent, sorry.
That's Ontario. And so I'm just gonna tentatively reach my hand in first.
As you
What do you
reach your
see with the
hand in,
hand?
you just feel a little on your
Nope.
fingertips, just a little.
Why would you put your hand in?
From
You
inside
can't
the hat,
see with
you
your
just
hand.
hear.
You know, you've never told me what's going on with your hat.
Put
I
your
need
head
to know
in.
This.
Put your head in.
I need words first, because the last time I went through a portal, I was shunted there, and I was on Chult with a bunch of big
someone.
fuck off dinosaurs.
It's
The
not a
words
dinosaur.
you receive from inside the hat are, you know, I never had a grandson. You need words. I'm in here.
Okay.
Come on,
And
indulge your
just-
grandpappy.
Tentatively just stick my head in, just cautiously and very nervous.
As you stick your head in, you feel the of a portal shunking you in. You are now
Like
standing.
a greedy butthole.
a little bit of a magical butthole.
God, I hate
Very
that
greedy.
description.
That's why flared bases are important.
No.
Don't make me like this.
That's why she said head in. Your shoulders are the
inside.
base.
Yeah,
Prolapse portal.
Your
Prolapse
shoulder-
portal.
No!
I don't think your shoulders are enough of a flared base.
As you get greedily yoinked into the side of the portal, you are now standing in seemingly realm space to your best guess. It's blue and purple and black and ethereal and just kind of generally mystical. There's not really furniture in here. But before you stands a gently glowing, dapper man in a tailed pea coat with a very bedazzled feather brooch that you notice to yourself, oh, that looks like Zipporah's colors. That almost looks like the fan she just got. And the man floating above the lack of a seeming floor just goes, well, hello there, grandbaby. It's so nice to meet you.
So you're who Zipporah's been speaking to this whole
Yes,
time.
I'm Zipporah's granddaddy.
Cool. That
You can call
answers
me
at least
Papa.
one question. I will try to remember that. Right now, I'm trying to comprehend this.
Well, there's a lot about this to comprehend. How can I help? You're a monster hunter, are you not? That's kind of your background. You're the guns blazing, swing first, ask questions never party member, right?
For the most part. Also, will frequently have to break into things. I'm fortunately very familiar with having to be the thieving type.
Well, somebody has to be. It's very helpful. Sometimes the right course of action is not always the legal course of action.
Well, you're not wrong. Doing a lot of that lately.
So tell me, grandbaby, what piqued your curiosity and brought you in here? You seem to be out of sorts. You're suffering with something magical.
That's something I have to sit down and unpack on my own later. I have some reading to do. I have a stack of books at my desk I need to get through tonight. As far as piquing my curiosity, coerced into coming in here was more correct way to put things.
Well, my grandbaby's always been good at that. There is nothing that little girl can't talk you into.
Unfortunately, usually ends up being a lot of trouble.
Well, say, I've got the knowledge of effectively the universe at my fingertips in here, so if there's anything your pop-pop can ever do to help, any of you, feel free to ask. If I don't have what you're looking for, I should know where to find it. I've made my way around this great wide world and, well, off this great wide world, so from Waterdeep to... I almost said Ank'Harel because I've been listening to Critical Role. Dear God, Matt Mercer, come and shoot me now. Oh my God. From Waterdeep to and Athkatla, I can tell you where to find just about anything. And of course, there's the libraries of Candlekeep, and I'm no Volo or Mordenkainen, but I do have my own wealth of knowledge from many, many years in this place.
As he's speaking, can I roll an Arcana check?
Sure.
A 19.
Let's see if I can get this right, because it'll be funny if I can. You find yourself speaking to a warlock patron. You seem surprised, or at least you would be, if this weren't Zipporah. It needs work, but it's better than I thought it would come out.
That was good. That was very good. That was scarily good.
I don't even have Voice Mod Pro yet because I still need to make voice mod work.
I need you to say the word authority specifically. You know how.
Did you not catch it earlier when I was talking to
No,
Megan?
I did catch it. I did catch it, but I was waiting for you to say it on its own. In the accent now.
Authority.
There we go. That's all I needed. I'm set.
So I'm guessing you're the source of Zipporah's power.
Absolutely. Though, you shouldn't give me all the credit. A lot of it she's earned herself. She's very clever. I didn't teach her how to do that fireworks trick she's so fond of.
Well, we all have our ways of tapping into the weave.
And the weave
Nothing wrong
is
with getting a little
powerful.
help.
Mistra, bless her.
One of the few gods that actually might be considered a god.
Anything else I can do for you, grandbaby?
Yeah. How to put this?
If you're about to tell me to fuck off, I get it. You were probably sleeping.
No, I was dealing with something else. You got anything that could help put down a so-called god, particularly a member of the Dead Three?
To take down a member of the Dead Three, I think you're gonna need more than just some divine weapon. That is some teamwork. You are going to need magic. You are going to... Oh, you're gonna need a healer. They are powerful. And any one of them could turn into a living nightmare. But I suppose you're talking about the Slayer form.
Unfortunately, pretty sure that's what we're going to be up against here soon. Things are getting worse.
Well, Miss Emre the Godslayer over there, and your sword, and... Ooh, that friend of yours, Doc, he's up to something in his shop right now, and it is sending ripples through the weave. I think you're gonna be just fine
That's
on
good to
your
know.
own. But do know
Big.
that the Slayer can be anyone. If you make too many wrong choices, take too many risks, grandbaby, you could very well turn into him too. Do not give in to the Lord of Murder and his wishes. Stay on that straight and narrow, and only kill when you absolutely must.
Oh, don't I know it?
I think you need something stronger. And he kind of materializes a beautiful carmine-colored snifter. Also very crystalline looking. It says, "That's for the rest of your research." I figured you'd want a nightcap if you have something going.
Wow. Yep, you weren't kidding.
No, I
Thank
was
you.
not. That is fig brandy. Big fan of it myself.
Can't say as I blame you. I'll, see myself out.
Oh, my apologies.
Blorp.
As you back onto the floor.
I was thinking it was more about.
No, with Imre it was a... But because Drizzt views it as a celestial booty hole.
Oh, no!
It does, in fact, somewhat
I hate it here.
shit him back out.
Celestial booty. I invite you to meet my grandfather. This is what you do.
I hate it here.
As soon as Drizzt comes out, she's holding the hat for it. She's like, "Wow, you were in there a little bit longer than Imre." Bye, and takes off.
I'm picturing Johnny from Final Fantasy.
Oh, I don't know one.
He's just a dude that you will catch running through random scenes, and when you see him, you have to chase him, or you will not catch him. You will not find out what he needs at any point.
Oh, like the mail carrier, Majora's Mask.
Kinda. Similarly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was more
so-
thinking of Bruno in Encanto. after the your hands are very sweaty.
Bye!
Bye.
So I'm gonna sit down at my desk, sit back down at my desk, and just start poring over all the books that I have stacked there, and I'm pulling out specific ones.
I will say, if you research about 3 hours deep in the night, you are likely to find what it is you are looking for.
That was the plan.
Oh boy.
When you all
I'm curious.
finally...
Does anyone notice what books I'm grabbing?
Well, are you in your room,
Oh
or
no,
are you in
Zipporah
the
already,
library?
No, yeah, Zipporah. Sorry,
Yeah,
Zipporah took off already. Yeah, I thought.
Zipporah
Yeah,
took
I-
off real
yeah,
quickly.
Imre
then-
went back to
I
bed.
mean, could I have done a perception while Drizzt was in the hat?
Yeah.
You could have, but you would have seen all of the books, not the ones I'm pulling.
Oh yeah, just like more of like a, because I know you mentioned like claw mark. Or is that just like I'd see that anyways.
You would notice that
Hey,
on the floor and the desk, and you kind of think to yourself, "What in fuck was he fighting in here? Does that man never stop?" But yeah, if you want to roll perception, I will tell you what books you notice.
Okay. Ooh, never mind. That's an 8.
You rolled an 8.
you need a new set of dice.
Yeah.
You do need a new set of
You need a new
dice.
set of
Oh,
dice.
Are those the ones I
I've
gave
been
you for
switching them out.
Christmas?
Yes.
Oh boy, sorry about that. The only one you notice, is there seems to be a couple of dictionaries, and there's one called Flumph Mating Rituals. Don't know what that's about. That's what you catch, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna like. All I'm saying is you're gonna have a hard time convincing Zipporah that you were definitely not in there trying to rizz up a flump.
Well, there's no undiscernible goo on the wood flooring, so you think it's probably not that. You must have misread the binding of the book.
Okay. Yeah.
As you all finally drop where you're at for the night, Imre being the only one who seems to have purposefully gone to bed at any hour, you sleep soundly. You are absolutely and utterly exhausted. And when you awake in the morning, you can't hear me, can you? No, you can hear me. Where did they go? Oh boy.
Teleportation power.
Yeah.
Dimension door.
Right?
I was gonna ask if I could do a quick sequence before we transitioned.
Oh, sure.
Dimension door right behind me.
No, as Doc is finishing up, for the night, feeling pretty good about himself, and noticing the unfinished project in the corner, he puts like a work smock, tarp over it, and still in his guardian suit, as he has dubbed it. He presses a little latch on there, and it deconstructs him back into his normal outfit, and looks at the tarped, portal construct, and that's for another day. We'll get there.
I love that mentally.
And with that, he'll close up the shop and head on back to the keep, and just pass out from exhaustion until morning.
I love that as you described the suit like disappearing. I mentally heard the Transformers sound, but like I also mentally pictured the Iron Man suit, but in reverse. Heart in the right place.
That was the vibe that I was going for, but more like gear windy, like ropes and pulleys kind of.
Yeah.
It's less of a suitcase, more of a crate.
Yeah, we haven't miniaturized the technology yet.
No nanobots here,
We'll
sorry.
get there.
Just Modrons.
Now you just need a dummy to help you.
I will not make a Bocular Man joke. I will not make a Bocular Man joke. We don't have box in this universe.
Don't have a response for that.
Dummy? Like DUM-E.
Oh,
movies?
Dumb E.
His little crane. Dummy. Yeah, his
Dummy,
little crane.
Dummy. Yeah, you dummy. See,
Yeah.
the back in the
Dummy.
corner. This is why you're wearing the hat.
Yeah, Dummy.
Dummy.
Such a cutie pie.
As you awake in the morning, you all feel really, really well rested. You feel strong. You feel sure. Except for Drizzt, who feels like a waterlogged sack. Just kind of exhausted, unsure, and molecularly unstable. You awake with the sense of, ugh.
Is Drizzt about to explode?
But you are awake. And you are in your right mind. Even if something is clawing at the back of it.
Ugh.
As you come down for breakfast, the keep looks emptier than usual. There are not as many people eating, drinking, and conversing as there normally would be. And on the table sits a newspaper. Today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth.
Oh no.
I pick up the paper as I order an ale and a Scotch egg.
An ale and a scotch?
No, a Scotch
No, a
egg.
Scotch egg.
I know,
Or-
I just heard the scotch part.
A
I was like,
Baldur's egg.
okay.
You're not gonna get
No.
some Barnold
I
Balmer.
don't like that, no.
You're not gonna get some Barnold Balmer with it.
Yikes.
We're gonna call it a chimera egg. How's that? We're gonna call it a chimera egg. Because it is large egg wrapped in sausage, breaded, and
Ooh.
deep fried with a bit of local stone ground mustard.
Ooh. Imre
Ooh,
wants
this-
one of those too. That sounds
This must
good.
be delicious in dungeons.
Alright, another round of chimera eggs, and with them, Aurora is nice enough to also bring you out kind of a big cauldron of what appears to be potato and leek soup.
This is my favorite. How'd you know? This is so good.
And she goes, and for Drizzt, because I know I can't trust you to touch the soup because it's too early in the day for vegetables, she hands you a couple portable toad-in-the-holes. So you've got some delicious-looking sausage rolls for breakfast with a little side dish of gravy. But you do still have a Scotch egg. Sorry, chimera egg.
Oh,
Doc is just after last night's brainstorm of creativity. He is just it's unsightly. He is just plowing through that Scotch egg, wrapping it up in the gravy and just oh god, oh god, this is so good. And he's just like souping through the soup, puts the Scotch egg in the soup. Oh man.
As
You're an
he is
animal.
mowing through absolutely everyone's food, you all notice as you're eating smaller bowls of potato and leek soup and some additional sausage rolls and chimera eggs are scooted up under each of your elbows by a rather speedy Drizzt.
Doc's calorie intake today is going to be massive.
Question for Stu. Is Doc like using any like salt and pepper with the chimera egg.
How dare
Seasoned
you
perfectly.
imply
It's-
that Aurora's food is
No, 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 no,
unseasoned?
no, 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 no. Just out of curiosity, because you know how some people like to add like pepper or salt to their eggs.
Oh no, it's perfectly seasoned. You know, it's perfect. Like it's like one of his
Damn.
favorite delicacies from the keep.
Okay. Never mind then.
He's just super famished. Like he hasn't eaten like this since college.
Doc went to college?
Fantasy.
Oh,
Doc
that's
went
right. No,
to
you
fantasy
told me that.
college.
You went to Bard College.
Yes, we had the we taught the
You went to Bard College?
yes, we had this.
God.
Alchemy and metallurgy and it's what dad kind of pushed me into the sciences.
It is called STEAM, not STEM, after all.
Yeah, the A is for arts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Picture it like MIT with a theater department.
Oh
But yeah,
my god.
Doc looks like he's normally dressed, but there's something that stands out on his armor, and it's like a
Yes,
like a
it's
little
actually a chunk of chimera egg that you better get that, buddy. That needs to be cleaned up with a napkin.
yeah. But as he is brushing it off, you all notice a blue a blue stone that's like circular that's embedded in there, and just it kind of stands out a little bit.
As you eat and you pick up your copy of The Baldur's Mouth, the headline today: Heroes of the Keep catch local sex pest within the Baldur's Mouth. The heroes truly help us all. The second headline you see is that a protest is scheduled for today, wherein, in favor and support of all our outer city friends, all true Baldurians will peacefully march up to the High Hall at midday. We began at the Basilisk Gate, and we walk together until justice is served. There's also a bit of kind of opinion column in the broadsheet. There's a piece on Silver Shield, little blurb about Enver Gortash. There's a recipes section in which you see some very, very interesting uses for various creatures that you hadn't quite considered eating, but, well, delicacy after all, undercity sewer life and all that. Gotta make do with what you have. And scorpion tail soup.
Ooh. Yum.
Doc puts the paper back down. Well, this seems like a good chance for us again to march with the people.
Why did I
And-
get stuck on Pacha Face?
Oh no. Okay.
Reaction
Goat scream.
to learning that their house will be turned into a summer swimming pool for the Emperor.
Did someone say for the Emperor?
Brother, I am pinned here.
Brother, in debt, I still serve.
Even in debt, I still serve.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I look to the rest of the crew, and this looks like another perfect opportunity for us to show solidarity with our friends and townfolk to let them know that they're not alone in their fight. We should be there. It seems right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
Who knows? Maybe we could even lend a hand if things go. I mean, I'm not saying that things will go there, but I mean, like, it'd
As
be
you're
nice
all sitting discussing the upcoming protest,
for them
the
to
front
have some
door
kind of protection.
bangs open. And through the door, you hear, "Yes, Boo, I think it is time for breakfast before we protest with the people. What do you think? Would you like some bacon? Okay, we shall get bacon with our heroes." And behind him,
my
a
God.
steady stream of all your favorite people come trickling in the door and bringing up the tail end is Ravengard and his young son, Will, who instead of waving a wooden sword today, seems to have affixed a sign to the end of it with a couple of square nails.
What a cutie. What does the sign say?
It's like Wile E. Coyote status.
It says, "Gond save us."
That's cute.
Buddy.
He comes in and he
buddy.
goes, "Good morning. Think I'm ready? I have my sign. I am well prepared. Dad said that I could be part of this. I'm very excited. And I said I wanted to come have breakfast. And he said that we should bring everyone. So I may have invited some people. I'm really excited. There's going to be people from the Parliament of Peers that we have on our side, thanks to all of you. And yeah, we're going to march up to the High Hall. I don't know that we're all going to make it there. There's a lot of people outside. There's so many.
Wait. You're really excited?
Yes, ma'am?
Yeah. I thought you were Will Ravengard.
I mean, we can't all be as stoic as my father here.
I'm messing with you. It was a joke. You're fine. It's good to be excited. And nice sign. You make it yourself?
I did. I'm proud of it. I needed help with the lettering.
should be proud
I
of it.
thought that it didn't look clean enough, but Father said that it is perfect the way it is, so he helped me nail it to my sword, so that, and I quote, "I would not stick a nail through my finger, because I can't trust you with a hammer. I didn't give you hammer lessons, I gave you rapier lessons."
You know who could give you hammer lessons?
Do you know someone?
She points to Doc.
He just kind of looks up at you.
I'm at like halfway eating an egg.
Just gorging still.
He kind of makes little finger guns back at you. But yeah, everyone's here. They're chowing down on breakfast. Alara's behind the counter just, all right. No, make a line. Yes, actually a line. No, do not crowd my counter. Please and thank you. That would be absolutely fucking excellent, all of you. Okay. Kids first, then animals, then the adults. Everyone find a table as soon as you've told me what you want for breakfast. We don't want to overwhelm the orcs, and you really don't want to overwhelm Aurora.
Oh boy.
And seemingly, everyone of every stature in this room is just like, oh, okay, we don't want to make Alara mad. Like, Alara, no, God, we never want to make Alara mad. Okay, we're gonna single file it, and they push all the children to the front. Your favorite lamp lad is there. You see
Yeah.
some of actually the patriarch children whom you set on the straight and narrow have returned for a bit of breakfast before vowing to walk with all of you. Will's up there
I
getting
give them
his breakfast, carrying Boo on
I
his
give them a
shoulder.
side eye real quick and a
And there's like not saying anything, just like hands up, like no, we're good, we're fine, we're good. And then several children that you don't know, but when one of them opens her mouth to speak and says, "I would like, shit, what are the words? I would like bacon and fuck, mother." And Jahira walks up and goes, "My sweet girl is trying to say that she would like bacon and eggs, and if she asks to devour the unborn, just try to take it with a grain of salt that she's really just asking for more eggs. A child's plate, if you will." Thank you. Yes, sweetheart, you can go sit down. Thank you. Ordering is difficult, and I don't like people.
as this is happening, Doc
What's her
realize
da- what's her
it looks like
daughter's name?
Doc has a like an epiphany real quick.
Okay.
Teefers!
And you just hear, and as he kind of down the stairs, you hear him kind of slide across the wood with his claws, and he comes at you just.
I give him a little pat behind the ears, little scratchy scratch, little boop.
He is very pleased to see you.
I open up my pouch and pull out the little leg contraption I have made for him, and I pull up his leg that is nubby, and I start to gently affix and do a little incantation on the leg and give him another pat on the on the back of the head and a little scratch. I'm like, there you go, buddy.
He's kind of like,
I cast Speak with Animals.
okay. So while the rest of you are all hearing, Imre is hearing the clunks, both metallic and organic, of Chief's kind of getting his bearings and getting all four paws on the ground. He kind of tests the weight a little, and you see him kind of start to shift his creaky little bones before he starts doing full-blown fox wiggle and absolutely takes off. He is stoked. Little Mans is running laps around the keep. He'll get far
I
away
think
and
he
you won't
likes
hear
it.
anything, and then, another couple minutes will pass and you'll hear accompanied by the soft skidding of his peats and his claws across the wooden floor.
Oh, I think he likes it. He's so happy.
He's stoked.
I mean, it was least it's the least I could do. I was going.
What is that?
Wrong accent there, buddy. Accent. Yeah.
Zipporah, when you ask what Jahira's daughter's name is, she looks at her daughter and goes, "Would you like to tell the woman yourself, or do I need to tell her?" And the little girl looks up and she goes, "I'm Fig, but I'm trying to learn how to talk like my mother. So, if I'm talking like her, my name is Fig. I have older sisters and I'm trying to sound tough like Mama."
Oh. You are very tough. Yes, especially the part where you mentioned you want to devour the unborn.
I do wish to devour the unborn. She like skitters away with her plate piled high with eggs.
Normal child. We love it. It's great.
Ugh, I would
Doc-
expect
Doc
nothing
goes-
less from my adoptive spawn.
Indeed. Doc takes a very bewildered last bite of his egg as he dips it in the mustard.
Did you say mustard?
Yeah.
That's so foreign to me. Eggs and mustard?
Yeah, that's the traditional way you eat, Scotch
egg.
Chimera eggs. Some
I've never had
stone
one,
ground
so-
I will
brown.
make them sometime. We will do
Oh, they're
a
so
little
good.
traditional Irish cooking here at the house, and you can try little bites of everything and tell me what sounds tolerable, what's good, and what's absolutely not for your texture sensitivities.
They will
you.
also have them at Ren Fair.
They do have them at Ren Fair.
Yes, they do.
Though they're
I'm
best
very
at
excited
Rera.
for Ren Fair.
We can try them at Ren Fair.
Drizzt, as you look around, searching for the face that you hope to see out of anyone, all you find is friends, but not who you hoped to see. And Emre, as you look around at this group of shenanigans,
Lots
there
of
are
people.
plenty of people that you recognize.
Mm.
But most comforting, Father Lorgan has turned out. He came all the way from Rivington to walk with all of you. He understands that this is important and that Rivington is as much the outer city as Little Calamshan or anywhere else.
Aw. I love that.
Zipporah, as you're sitting, eating your breakfast, asking questions, and just gabbing it up with people, through the door peeks a small girl with big, blonde, kinky, curly hair and bright green eyes. As she kind of peers through the door, someone goes, "What are you? No, get in here. This place is for everyone. Come on. You don't have to stand at the door. Come in. Do you want breakfast?" And Aurora goes, "I heard someone needs breakfast." And just gets very excited. This is the girl that you have been sneaking out every early morning and leaving with food to get her through the day. It seems that she may have followed you back here a couple of times, and you never knew it.
Zipporah's gonna...
Ravengard. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
No. Please.
Zipporah's going to, like, when she gets her food, offer her a seat at the table if she would like to.
And she kind of. You mean it?
Mm-hmm. There's room for everybody, I think. I'm pretty sure there's room for everybody. There's a lot of people here. I'm sure if there wasn't room for everybody, they'd make more room for
There
everybody.
is so much room for everyone. In fact, you never quite realized how big the keep is. And as you're looking through the room, you notice for the first time, as you look out of your little corner of the room and look to your left, the building seems to turn a corner and there is even more seating. You always wondered what was behind that curtain. You just never thought to check.
I just wanted to leave a magician to their tricks, okay? Like, who knows? What could they... That could be the wires, for all we know. The wires that make that little guy fly. Oh god, I forgot his name. Fredward?
Fredward.
Yeah, the behind that curtain could be the wires that make Fredward fly. Shh. It's a keep secret, though.
As the girl climbs up on the stool you set out for her and plunks her plate on the table with a little metal clang, she gets comfortable and she goes, I hope it's okay that I followed you here. I mean, I kind of figured you were magic, but I didn't realize you were like magic. This place is really cool.
It's a very cool place. I mean, well, since you now apparently know where my door is, you're always welcome to knock. Ooh, what if we come up with this? Why don't you come up with a special knock, and then I'll know it's you.
And she goes, ooh.
I'll give you time to think on that.
Okay, that's a lot of pressure. A secret knock has to be really good.
It has to be really special, and then I can think of one for my end, so you know if I'm inside.
Okay.
All right, we'll think about this. But that looks really good, so I think you should eat it.
Oh, you're right. I should probably eat that. And she gets about eating her breakfast when Ravengard steps up on top of the bar, to which he receives a prompt look of daggers from Alara. He goes, I promise I will clean it later. You'll clean it when you get your feet down from there. Deal. Friends, I know it's asking a lot of all of you to have gathered here today, but I cannot truly express how moved and he kind of looks down to his son, we are to see every true Baldurian child here with us today. And it is so special to me that you have all agreed to start here at the keep with me so that we may lead our people, all of our people. The citizens of the outer city, no matter what part of it, deserve better treatment. They deserve our trust, our empathy, and our work. If we will not work to get them what they deserve, inarguably, we are no better than the patriarch families and the guild members. I am so pleased to see so many patriarch sons, daughters, children, and former patriarch families here today. Sorry, his voice comes from a deep place in the back of my throat. That being said, I want everyone to finish up breakfast, bring your dishes to the kitchen, put them in the sink, don't make more work for these lovely ladies and this... Are you a gentleman? Beautiful, ambiguous person, as he gestures to Dark Glass. And I say we start getting ready to march out of here. Anyone who doesn't have a sign, you are welcome to pick one up from the outside. I have also brought flaming fist tabards and banners. You may carry a polearm if you wish. You can also make your own. We have plenty of wood and so many broom handles. So many broom handles. Now then, shall we? And the whole room kind of, aye. And everyone starts heading towards the door. Ooh, why could I hear myself there for a second? That was gross. So what are you doing?
Interesting.
Start helping out, hand out, tabards and various accoutrement to the people, and getting the children affixed with their signs and their tabards, tying them off so they don't trip over themselves with how big the tabards are.
Yeah, I'll
I'll help pass out what was with the spines? Signs, not spines.
Please don't pass out
and if-
spines. That would look very bad.
Signs and if there's like a kid who seems especially enthusiastic about one, let me see, can I yeah, if there's a kid who seems very enthusiastic about like a specific one, she'll like trade it out and make sure there's like duplicates.
I'm gonna go and first I'm gonna run upstairs and I'm gonna message you directly of what I'm gonna make because I want to keep it as a surprise.
Okay.
I like to imagine
and then
there's
after
one.
I'm done with that,
Either text it or send it to my personal Discord.
texting you.
Emery's gonna pick up Teefs. Because Teef's coming too.
Yeah.
Teefs, now that he has 4 legs, you're realizing really quickly he's actually like pretty nimble. So he just perches up on your shoulder. He's just a happy little guy. He's stoked to be there.
You like kind of give him a little nose squitchies and be like, "How do you like your new leg, hon?"
He's like, "This is great. I love this. I can fully run. Like I could run before, but I could fully run. This is so great. Thank you, Mom. Sorry. I didn't mean to call you Mom."
Oh, that's okay. I mean, you can call me Mom if you want to.
Okay, thank you, Mom. This is great.
Well, you have to thank we will have to thank Duck. I mean, he can't speak animals, so he doesn't understand you, but I will thank him for you.
I think he understands. I yelled at him a lot, and he didn't seem angry, so I think he got the point.
Oh my god, that was cute.
Okay.
That was
I
very
was like, "Are you okay?" What was
Mom?
After I'm
Mom!
done with those, I'm gonna run down to the kitchen.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab Aurora first.
Okay.
Just in case things go sideways, need a lot of milk.
How much do you need, and do you need it in bottles? How quickly accessible do you need it, and do you need a belt with it? Do you also want any of the other things that I have stocked away in the pantry that might be very useful? I'm going to be honest with you right now. Powdered creamer is real dangerous if you light it up right.
You're very correct. I don't want that.
Okay, so
Like make creamer bombs.
We'll need.
I can get you guys
honestly,
some dishcloths if you want anything to cover your mouths and your eyes.
Yeah, plenty.
Okay, and she
Yeah.
grabs a backpack, and "Aw, thank you, Bardic Savior. Nice to meet you." She starts stuffing a backpack full of kitchen rags and cloth. She throws a couple big, like, jugs, like kind of mini keg size, of different kind of room stable milks, as well as she gives you a few bottles with little belt latches on them so that you can just stick those right on your hip so that you have those.
Yep. I'm gonna do exactly that.
She goes, "Oh, and if for any reason at all, you're trying to disperse smoke, Water is the best way. Spray any kind of water you can. Smoke is inherently particulate. I've had to put out a kitchen fire or two in my day.
Yep. I bet. And I'm just going to look around at any of the orcs left around here.
And they all look at you and they're like, don't look at us. She's the mastermind. And we're not giving you our
I'm just
kitchen
like,
knives.
Okay, I think that's enough kit for what we might need. Hopefully we don't need any of it, but just in case.
Okay. Anyone else preparing?
I was gonna say, just a silly little thought of while passing out the signs, one little kid walking off with a sign that just says "fuck" in big red shaded letters. He really wanted that sign. Zipporah would have to like, maybe
It's
not.
just in
maybe
flaming
this one.
fist red.
Flaming fist red,
Fuck.
in capital letters.
Exclamation point.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Guys, Bardic Savior's my friend Rochelle.
Hi, Rochelle.
Oh, hello, Rochelle.
Hello.
Okay.
And then she's gonna take the little girl from earlier, if she's got a sign or not, and throw her over her shoulders and kind of like piggyback.
She's got a little leggy leg over each of your shoulders, and her hands are kind of just sitting on top of your head. But she's way tall now. She feels great. She feels like a freaking superhero at the moment.
Doc.
And that's...
Yeah, Doc goes back upstairs real quick just to do a quick change, and he changes out his traditional gray blue worker speed suit to this crimson red speed suit that's underneath his more dressy armor. It's more of a bronzy kind of color, and he's got these white straps now that adorn, for accents on everything. Looks like it pops. He stands out a little bit more.
Okay.
Still has that little blue stone that's right above the collar. And he walks back downstairs and like, all right, are we ready to get this show on the road?
I'd say so.
Indeed, it would seem you are.
All right.
Ooh, intense music.
Let's go.
Oh, the music. Oh my God.
As you walk out the door into the weather, which has not stopped pouring for at least the last 3 days, you are faced with thousands of people. Every inch of the street is full. And you think to yourselves, there must be 2,000-3,000 people here. All of them in favor of what you are about to do and everything you stand for. As you begin to make your way towards the upper city, to the entrance of the wide, more and more people file in behind you. As you walk, you are joined by guild members. You are joined by families. The Bone Cloaks fall in with you. The workers of Ramesith's Tower fall in with you. Every business you pass along the way. And as you make your approach, Rilsa files in side to side with Musayed and everyone else in your group. And you notice, actually roll perception so I can see if you notice.
Ooh. At 20, baby!
9.
Oh, yeah.
23.
A very, very slutty 20.
Gross.
We love a slutty 20.
23.
Aw.
Every single one of you notice someone different. Doc, you notice an unusually tall man, radiating an odd energy, cloaked and masked, but not dangerous. He marches with you. Imre, you notice a young girl with long dark hair in beautiful armor files into the crowd and disappears. Zipporah, as you walk, out of the corner of your eye, something spectral falls in lockstep with you. And Drizzt, you notice that there are many people here, but among them, a sickening energy. You do not see it, but you feel it. And the blood inside of you starts to churn as the acid in your stomach jumps up into your throat. You're certainly glad to be on the same side as whatever this is. Because wherever it is, this you recognize as a devil. As you begin your approach toward the wide, you begin to notice that you thought the gates were closed, but in fact, the gates are filled. 300 watch officers and at least 100 or more patriarchs stand flanking your entrance, seemingly unwilling to allow you into the market. As 4,000 people now stand behind you, you notice that this seems like much less of a large number than it would have only an hour or so ago. But they don't seem intent to budge. Ravengard puts his hand out and says, "Don't worry, I'll handle it. It's going to be fine." He steps forward. He says, "What's the meaning of this? Are the citizens of Baldur's Gate no longer allowed to peacefully assemble? Or do you intend to duel me? Or is it that you expect me to remove my finery, or pay a tariff to sell goods in your marketplace that should be open to all? Really, truly, how can I help you?" As Silvershield comes to the front of the pack, back in his fancy, garish robes, with that sniveling, weak little man at his side. Scars now healed, he seems to think highly of himself, and whatever was read was certainly not believed. There's something off about his wizard. Silver Shield kind of makes his way to the front, almost as if he didn't expect this, almost as if he believed truly no one would challenge him. So, I thought the rumors of a protest would surely be made up. I thought that there was no way older Ravengard and the citizens of Baldur's Gate would so drastically and historically fail to know their place. I have closed the upper city to you. You may not assemble. And frankly, there is nothing peaceful about the amount of people that you have brought here today. Now, I would duel you, but the gods would be on my side, and it would be predetermined that I would win, and I don't want to look like a murderer today. I'm sure you've had quite enough of that business. Why don't you all turn around? What is it you're looking for? Anyway, what? You want to assemble in the wide? You think you can walk up here and come to High Hall and desecrate it with your presence? What? Is the order of the keep going to stop me? Are you going to throw me in jail again? And he's looking at the four of you.
Doc just smiles and gives him a wink.
You're muted.
Zephora calls out, "If you don't want us marching about the place, why don't you march with us? Coward."
You think that a coward would bring all of these men out here, all of these important men together?
Yeah, because you won't do it
I'm
yourself.
such a coward.
Yes, you're afraid of the people. You should be.
And you like to hide behind your little Hi Emberland.
And Emberlin looks at you and goes, "Hello, Zipporah." And as he does, he sticks his hand out to the side of him. Really? My camera had to freeze right now. Right now? How fucking dare
It doesn't want you to do it. It doesn't want you to do it.
He sticks his
Please
hand
don't have anything
up
stuck in your
to the
teeth.
side, and from his fingertips, a thunder wave, clearing a hole straight through the middle of the watch. He holds up his other hand, and he looks at Silvershield, who's now lying on the ground. He says, "Move, or you will be moved." You
Oh wait, I didn't even realize.
have
I was not
belittled me
expecting
for
that.
so long. You have made me nothing, and I am not going to allow it anymore. Move or be moved.
Bruh.
What would you like to do?
I didn't realize he was on her side for a moment.
No, yeah, Emery's kind of standing there like in
I thought he was like
shock.
standing
Yeah.
next to
Just like,
Silver
what
Shield
the
as like
fuck?
working with him. Oh my god, that was a plot twist on a plot twist on a plot twist. I'm still processing that.
Yeah, same.
Doc is just looking at.
Okay, so he used major illusion,
Shit.
is what I'm taking.
No, he used Thunderwave.
used Thunderwave.
No, I mean major illusion to make his scars disappear.
They're not disappeared. They're healed. They're not bloody
Oh,
anymore.
they're
All of
healed.
it's still
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, it's still there. Okay.
Yeah,
I
they're
Yeah,
thought
just-
it
he's
was
got a
like-
whole spell book carved into his arms. It's just scarification now instead of
Yeah,
open
yeah.
wounds.
Okay.
Yeah. Doc is just standing there like, huh.
Like, what the?
This is I look at Ravengard and like, buddy,
You heard the man. Move them or they will be moved. Do not lay a hand on them, but we will move to High Hall. All of us together. And everyone resolves to move forward through the gate and into the wide. What will you do to keep them from harm? Will you
So-
test the Watch's allegiance? Or will you make it known where their allegiances should lie?
I pull out my watch badge and place it on the other side of my armor.
Wait, is this the fake one?
Oh my god.
No, it's
No,
the
no,
real
it's the-
one.
No, it's just the real one.
I'm fucking with you. No, I'm
He's gonna
fucking
rock
with you. That's
both.
why.
And-
gonna rock both.
And I press the blue stone, and you start to see like gears and movement start to move underneath his, Doc's cowl, and a helm starts to form over his head, and these crystalline blue glasses go over his face, and the gauntlets become enlarged and start to crackle with a lightning energy. And what you see before you is Doc in his new defender armor, and I have placed it in the general. Oh, let me actually get it. That's the old one. Let me grab the new link.
Oh, you got a
For
new
those
new
of
one.
you watching on either platform, if you look at our main screen here, just below my little celebrity square, you will see a scrolling kind of ticker with all of our characters. Go ahead and take a look at Doc when he comes around for a look at this new armor.
And here we go. This should, in the group chat. Nope, that is not that one. Oh, there we go. Copied. And paste. There we go.
You're almost there.
There we go.
Oh. Cool.
And he just stands in front of the group now, looking a little bit more beefier, a little bit more tankier, and a little bit more determined as blue arcs of lightning start to emit out of his fists.
What do the rest of you do?
Zipporah is going to pull the little girl off her shoulders, and she's gonna look to around who's near her and see if she sees anyone who looks like a parental figure.
Minsk immediately reaches over, grabs the girl, turns, and passes her off to one of Jahira's eldest daughters.
Yeah, but before that, she's just gonna be like, if things, I don't think things will get bad, but if things get bad, you run, and you run far. And that's all she says before passing her off to Minsk.
He goes,
And Zipporah's going to stand next to Doc and put like a solidarity hand on his shoulder, and with her other hand hold out her wand.
Imre, Drizzt.
Um,
What?
so
I don't have any cool armor. So
You
Go
have
ahead.
you don't you at least I don't think I have armor at all.
I'm going
Well,
to
at least you have one.
spend a hemo die to ignite my blade. It's a D4. Give me a D4. Come on. I need to,
I ate
need to
your
take
D4,
damage to
sorry.
activate.
A
There's
hemo
lot of
die,
them, though.
aka blood dice.
Yep.
He's even got special
oof,
ones
okay.
for it.
Take 4 points of damage.
Shit.
But
Oof.
I'm going to
Someone
activate
put a Roblox
both.
oof sound every time. he
Getting
takes
juiced.
damage.
Oof. I'm going to activate not only my Crimson Right,
Okay.
but also going to activate my Blade's ignition as well. So it's going to be Radiant as well as Fire. So it'll give me 2 extra D6 on any attack I have to make. Also, any non-magical flames in me are extinguished in 30 feet.
Okay, so all of the
Oh.
torches on either side of the gate, along with some torches that some of the watch were holding up, almost in kind of a threatening way. Like, they're like, oh, I am the barricade. As well as many of the lanterns on the houses and businesses behind you, including one at the top of a fountain that you know to kind of be perpetually lit. All just as smoke begins to rise from the embers.
And anyone who notices as looking at me, you'd see kind of the hair on the back of my neck and my arms standing on end. And you know what? As a player, I got a fun one. Why don't the 3 of you make perception checks?
Oh,
Fun. You got lycanthropy or some shit? Ooh. That's a 19
six-
for Zipporah.
16 for Doc.
14.
19.
I'm sorry then, Megan. You've been
Oh.
deafened.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
This is the great thing about this.
Hey!
Oh, that's hilarious. We
Ow.
can still
So the
hear
both of-
Megan.
Ow.
Megan.
I know.
Megan can't hear us.
It's so much funnier.
I'm so
So-
fucking pissed.
Stu
Megan,
and Lauren,
Megan.
you both notice that my tusks aren't just the only pointy teeth, so just all of my teeth are now pointy
God damn
and
it.
sharp. And you notice all of my fingers are like now talons. But that's
Again.
it so far.
Cool.
Is this
Yeah, so
lycanthropy?
fun.
I'm not telling you the full extent of it. You
Super
get to find out
cool.
when it happens.
DM,
Wow.
is this
Scary.
lycanthropy?
Mhm.
Say
Yeah.
again.
That's so cool.
Is this lycanthropy?
You wouldn't know.
Is Drizzt a werewolf?
No, not a werewolf.
Not a werewolf.
Werebore!
Also no.
Not a werewolf.
Also, just let me just
Alright.
use my
You're
frozen
back,
face
Megan.
as reference to my reaction to that question.
Yeah.
Um,
So the 2 of you notice both of those, and you don't see me kind of paying attention to it. I'm just kind of more focused on keeping an eye out. I want to try and keep an eye out for lack of better word, I hate this, but bad actors. People trying to
People who get
turn the
razzies?
protest- anyone who's trying to turn the protest into a riot, I want to keep an eye out.
As you're
I-
deciding
oh.
what it is that you would like to specifically do to be a part of this, Teef seemingly makes that decision for you, hopping down off of your shoulder all four legs galloping to the front of the pack, arching his back fur on end, and begins to bare his teeth at the watch soldiers.
Get him teeth.
Is he standing in front of Doc?
Yeah, he's in front of you and Ravengard. Ravengard has flanked you on the other side, hand on your other shoulder.
I speak to the watch who are standing in front of us, and you all have dedicated your lives to protecting this city and its citizenry. You have a choice. You can continue being their protectors and help them with their voice to be heard. Or you can be with those who wish to silence those who just want to live and make their way in this life. The choice is yours. You can stand with us, or you can be against us.
Ravengard pats your shoulder with a light clank, clank, clank. Before going, I believe what our monologically challenged friend is trying to say is that you gentlemen have a choice. You can be for the people of Baldur's Gate, or you can be for the Patriarch's pocketbooks. Sue, you frozen?
Want me to start over again?
Hang on. So, you can either continue on this path, and depending on your actions, it may run you clear through the end of the campaign. We all just froze again for a second.
Oh no.
Oh.
Or, what I was going to say, and I have to report a person. Oh my god. Fuck this. Oh my god.
It was them.
Trying to say.
That's how we got banned.
Report. No, it's not how we got banned. I'll tell you guys that in a little bit. Spam, scams, or bots. Scam. Selling. Views. Submit. Block. No, if we failed to do anything about that, we could get a strike for that. No, I was going to say, you can either keep going on the trajectory you're on and see how far it takes you. I don't know if anyone has to work early tomorrow. We can call it a little bit early if you guys don't want to commit to going all the way down this path, because I can't guarantee that there will be a good place to call it without, you know, dick kicking everything that you're doing. Because I don't know how much we want to trust Discord if there's suddenly random waves of outages. Or if you guys want, we can just get you to the High Hall and take events kind of that far and then call it.
Sounds like a good approach.
I definitely have to get up early tomorrow because I have my class.
Okay.
So I would not be able to stay for very, very, very long.
Okay.
And Stu, you work early as well.
I mean, 10:30 sounds like a good call point.
Yeah, I could do like 10:30, 11, but I wouldn't be able to do like midnight.
Okay.
We can do that.
Okay.
If Discord goes out again, I may have to cut the stream just because it got really weird there for a second. But
All right. Well,
before our signal, oh god, I froze again. It's terrible.
damn
That's
goblins.
been normal all night, though.
I know it's not supposed to be. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm probably gonna sell this camera and use it to fund a different one if I can.
Yeah, I was gonna wait, but we'll just have to front the money first and figure it out, and then just list the camera as soon as we place the order.
Okay.
Basically.
So before our signal went all wonkadoo, Ravengard put his hand on Doc's shoulder and Doc began to speak. He began into calls to duty and to action, an appeal to the common people, and then at some point along the way got slightly nervous in his big new shiny armor, realizing that the armor on the inside was not as strong as the armor on the outside, and began to speak about silencing people and how you are either with us or against us, and you can make that choice. And it started going even worse, and then his signal cut out. But as it did, Ravengard tapped him on the shoulder and said, I believe what our monologue-challenged friend is trying to say is that you, gentlemen, have a choice. You have a choice between standing with Baldurians, with your city, with the party of honor and justice and righteousness. Or you can stand for the Patriarch's pocketbooks.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yes, absolutely.
So, I ask you all, will you allow your honor to be bought? As he says this, many of the watch step to the front of their group and begin slowly backing into the people behind them until a path has been made. As they do this, more and more of them begin to move willingly. Some begin to push back, but rapidly they are becoming outnumbered by the amount of watch soldiers who are seeing the truth within the chaos. As Silvershield scrambles through the opening, running towards the High Hall, it becomes very apparent to you. You're hearing a noise that you can't quite identify. It's the sound...
Like dice being rolled.
Shut the fuck up. I don't have coins. It is the sound of metal watch pins beginning to drop one by one to the ground and hitting the stone. Spooky Beans, you do not get to roll dice. Those are not for you. You can roll the big one. You had a big one. Big one. You can roll it. Go ahead. You can roll it. Ravengard says, well, suppose we have our answer, then. As the objecting watch soldiers begin to retreat towards the High Hall, so do you follow in their footsteps, marching ever forward with your people into the wide. Yeah, you rolling it? Oh, that's a 10? That's not bad. That's not bad. Who's heading up the conga line here?
Well, as me and Tiefers are in the front here, I will start walking my way forward and point with my hand outstretched. Onward!
Zipporah's gonna cast prestidigitation like under her breath, so when Doc makes that gesture with his hand, sparks fly out.
Onward.
Even Doc is like, oh, well.
You
Didn't know
look
that
like
was
you're
part of the
taking a
armor.
MySpace selfie right now, because all I'm seeing is
Me and my new armor.
Me and my new
Oh my
armor.
god, that's a great. That actually used to be my MySpace where I was like holding it and I'm
little
just
party photo. Just
Look,
Little
it's
duck
all about
face.
it's all about the angles, okay? We all know it's all about the angles.
the oh my god, the mustache on the finger and then you just
Oh
you know,
god.
that
Oh
used to do that a lot.
god.
I was that kid.
it was either that or it was
Oh yes, like I'm so
The,
quirky.
the roar, the roar.
Rawr.
No, it was
Good times.
Oh. Rawr.
and it said was it RAR lol XD on the palms usually.
Oh my god, yes. Why were we like that?
What's this wee shit?
Like millennials in general, why were we like that?
I was on Vampire
Why wo-
Freaks trying to flirt with Chris Motionless. Don't you include me in this wee?
Yeah, don't include me in this. I was a whole couple years after.
Fuck 'em
Be
all.
quiet on this.
Alright, it'll be the we as in the people that I know. Why were we like this?
Yeah, no, the only we I know is the we. I was over there making myself.
The WII.
Yeah, the we.
Wii Sports.
As you move forward and into the wide, you notice not only is everyone following you who followed you through the lower city, patriarch families begin to fall in behind Doc. And as they do, also placing their hands on the back of his armor and giving him a little "we're here with you" tap.
One thing to note is on Doc's cowl cape that he's got going on in the back of the armor.
Mm.
You start to notice the outline of the citrus emblem on his cape. Just flowing now as he walks.
Part of me needs to make artwork for that. There's something about the idea of like a cloak waving in the breeze and the rain, like dramatic Batman rain coming down on it, and it's just orange.
It's like an orange with the little stem out of it with the leaf, and then there's like a cut piece of the orange out of it.
God. If that isn't the most beverage advertisement logo.
It's
I'm
literally the
impressed.
orange. It's literally the Orange Julius logo.
Oh my god.
Orange Julius?
Oh my god.
That's right, you weren't part of
That's-
mall culture.
I don't know what Orange Julius is. No.
Oh man, it was
I
usually
prefer hot dog on a
in a
stick.
food court across from Hot Dog on a Stick, and they
A
made
hot dog on a stick. Hell
Next
yeah.
to Auntie Anne's, not Wetzel's.
yeah,
Oh, I love.
and they made these orange and banana or orange and strawberry smoothies, and you know they really started the whole smoothie game back in the 80s.
Oh, I this logo looks familiar. Only smoothie place I would know would be Jamba Juice.
They were the Jamba Juice before Jamba Juice.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was always a Jamba girly.
Now I want Hot Dog on a Stick.
Their lemonade is so
Their
good.
fries are good.
It's the cheese on a stick. Oh. But yeah, we're walking. We're doing the things.
There can be miracles. That's what's going on in my head.
That's it. I'm changing
Gotta-
the music.
Gotta
I can't hear the music well anyway, so
some Queen, the
that
Highlander,
or I was thinking
the Highlander
Les
soundtrack,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, do you hear the people sing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
I'm gonna
And then
add
go
that
Ji-
to my Imre playlist.
And then Gojira plays.
Yeah, we gotta do the tri-step.
Some outside, yeah.
Yeah. Some
I don't know
confetti
how to do
blood.
it, but anyways.
As you begin to approach the pedestal where now sits empty that once housed the beloved ranger who walks
Hey, Minz.
alongside you. Yeah, this is not the suspense music I thought it would be. Hang on. It said suspense
Hey,
music.
this
It was
sounds
not.
like-
It's your pedestal.
giving, like-
Why don't you get back
It's
up
giving
there?
like Underdark.
A little bit, yeah. As you approach
Great.
the high hall, Silver Shield stands atop a tower of barrels.
Weird as fuck. Okay.
The torch in his hand upon your approach extinguishes. Yet he holds it nonetheless. Smoke
That's my
rising.
Is that the smokeless smoke? Shit. Oh shit.
Inquiring minds say yes.
Oh shit.
You will not
Pyromancy.
come any further. The rot of this city must be cleansed. And from behind you, you hear, you think that because you stand across from my statue, you are suddenly big man? Who thinks you are maybe fearful and hiding behind your title? I would like to know what the people have to say about your treatment of their outer city, your treatment of their lower city, your treatment of Baldur's Gate. We will not be leaving until someone makes this right or someone pays. And Boo only goes for the eyes.
Get him, Boo. Mm.
Can I cast? Can
The
I
thought
sneakily?
of a menacing space hamster.
Can I?
This is stressing
Can
me
I
out.
sneakily cast gust to try and blow him off?
Sure. Will that
Alright.
help? Sorry,
Mm.
hang on.
I just want to, cause he's like standing on a thing. Can I try and blow him off the thing?
It's a harmless sensory effect,
Pyromancy.
so I don't know that that'll actually help.
Oh, it says
A
one
gust is
medium
like
or
blowing
smaller.
somebody's skirt up.
Because I was thinking of one medium or smaller creature that you choose must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed up to 5 feet away from you.
Give me a second here.
Yeah.
Small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried and that weighs no more than 5 pounds. The object is pushed up to 5 feet.
Oh, am I reading an old
Anyways,
version of it then?
Maybe. I'm looking at 2024.
Ah, dang! Did they change that one too?
They changed a lot of stuff.
Dang! I wouldn't have taken it if I had known. Because that's the one I'm reading.
When we level up again, you can always change it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Warlocks, I believe, can change their spells maybe more frequently, but I don't remember.
I think so too. Yeah, this is the one I was reading. That one must be the old one. Well, shoot. Now I look like a fool.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, if things go a certain way, we might all look like fools.
As you were all
Listen,
trying
I've
to
played
decide
Baldur's
what to do, from behind you, the people begin to shout and chant. From within the crowd, you begin to hear, "Down with the patriarchs! Silver Shield deserves the noose! We won't take it anymore!" And begins to shout as people hurl more and more incendiary comments at the lordling. You begin to sense unrest, dis-ease. If something is not done, this will come to a fever pitch. And as you are, Silver Shield bends down from atop the barrels to speak to a watch officer, a sickening grin on his face. What are you going to do?
Oh no. Is he... Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this, y'all.
I do too. And...
In your indecision, watch soldiers begin to assemble a line at the top of your group. Their hands are on their weapons, and Silver Shield is grinning.
Shit.
I
Wants this. This is what he wants.
Oh, he wants this. He's trying to turn this into a riot.
Oh, we need to stop this.
We do.
I turn to speak to the people. My fellow citizens, justice must be done, but it must be done the right way. We cannot be calling for blood in the streets, or are we no better than them, and not let justice take its turn. We cannot stoop to their levels. Calm down, as our day will come. But for today, we walk amongst each other in peace.
Vincent, can you check your text messages? I seem to be having some camera trouble I don't entirely know how to solve.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hey.
The people are resistant to your pleas. Aw, Dorktails! Woo! Thanks, Dorktails! Oh my god, guys, every day we're out here making Dorktails.
Oh, man. That was a good one.
Yep.
So good.
Sorry, the people are resistant to your pleas for peace. The fervor is palpable as more and more people. Holy crap!
Oh my god!
Dorktails! Holy shit! 38 people?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Thank
yeah.
you,
Holy
Dorktails! Is this all because I made
Holy
a
sh-
woo?
Oh, wow!
Wow!
Hi, guys! Thank you!
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Hello, everyone.
54 people. Look at
That's
that.
the most
let's
people
fucking
we've
go.
ever had.
Oh, goodness.
And right as things are getting good, too.
Thank you
Yeah.
for the new follows.
Wow.
Oh
Okay,
my
Oh my
I'm not gonna
goodness.
cry. What are you guys
Yay!
doing? You need to stop this from turning into a riot, and
Oh my
the
God.
new follows just keep coming in.
This is
and
already
I might hyperventilate. Holy shit! Thank you, Shay Reinke. Thank you, Taco Wiener Salad. Thank you, Saber
Yeah.
Sloth. Thank
This
you,
is
Phantom
already
Peter.
a riot.
Thank
Wiener
you,
salad?
Monster Maker.
That's great.
Thank you. Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you,
Oh,
Phantom
that's so
Peter.
good.
Let's go. Let's
Now I want
fucking
tacos
go.
and hot dogs.
Yeah. Get us
Wow.
to 50!
Oh my
Get us
God.
to 50!
No, you
Let's
really can't let
go.
them
Thank you so
down. Oh
much,
my
you
God!
guys.
Thank you. Holy shit! We have a who's in the chat.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Okay, no, you really can't
Oh,
let them
man.
down.
Okay.
My brain.
oh gosh.
Bon Jovi to you, Taco Wiener
Okay.
Salad.
Oh my God.
I won't let you down. You guys
That's
can't let
amazing.
them down either. The Watch are currently hands on their crossbows. They are knocking arrows. Silver Shield is grinning ear to ear, his face turning darker and darker. Megan is muted.
How am I muted?
Oh, there you are.
I was like, no, I'm not. I didn't touch my camera. Or I didn't touch my mic.
Shenanigans.
I have a bit of an idea, but it's it
I
kind of
have a
requires
stupid
someone. I have
idea,
to prepare.
So
an
I'd rather
action,
hear your
basically.
idea first.
He's not an undead or a beast, is he? Because like
No.
that would
No,
Damn it.
it's easy for anyone to tell. This is just an evil, vile, miserable man. And he will take it out on every last Baldurian citizen if he is not stopped. The longer your indecision stands, the more people will get hurt. More watch
I'm so
soldiers
stressed.
and patriarchs who have not fully committed to their people began to wade into the sea of true Baldurian children who only want for good.
Zipporah's just gonna.
But I do believe
Dark.
Drizzt had an idea,
Okay.
Yeah.
if I heard
Yes.
him correctly.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Where is Aurora or Alara near us?
Aurora
we're
is two
two-
people down to your right. Alara's a little further behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna grab. Hang on. I'm gonna do a thing because this will be more fun this way.
Okay.
Deafen. Ha 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 ha
Why
ha.
didn't I prepare sleep?
So, I'm gonna grab Aurora. and
Oh,
I'm going
come
to...
on.
Uh-huh.
Again?
I can't hear.
Yeah. I know.
No,
That's on purpose.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab Aurora and he's like,
What's
quickly,
going on?
Quickly. I need you to grab as many
I've been deafened?
of wheelbarrows plural full of ale as possible and bring them up here quickly.
I can't.
Okay, well,
Still, you didn't need to leave.
Oh.
I did that
I
on
think he thinks
purpose.
there's something wrong. Okay.
Stu, I deafened you on purpose. You don't need to leave.
Shit.
I was like, what happened?
Oh, the Sesker Gates! They have so much wine and ale! There's a store. We'll be right back! Hang on! And she starts grabbing all of her other
can't
orc
hear.
staff from the kitchen. She flags down Drizzt as the
I'm working on it.
fastest man
can't-
There we go.
possible. In an attempt
is
to
happening?
get them
Wait, what just
near
happened?
Wait,
You're good. I had to.
didn't
Basically,
hear
you're going to see what's going to
anything.
happen, but there's a
were
plan
we not
in action.
supposed to?
Yes.
Okay, no, I knew that was intentional. I saw
I
waving
didn't.
alarms.
I thought things went
As
sideways
she
for a
does.
second.
No.
No.
Drizzt, as he comes zipping past you, looks Drizzt at you and says, "We can do it. I see what you're thinking.
no, what's
I see where you're
happening?"
going. I'm gonna let you cook. I need you to buy us, like, 5 minutes. I'm gonna go raid old man Citron's house because I used to deliver that man kegs on kegs on kegs. I need you to delay this as much as you can."
Okay.
We need to stall.
Ravenguard's looking
Yeah.
at you like, what do you need me to do? How can I help? I don't know what you're doing, but how can I help?
Well, and I'm gonna look around. Do I see anyone else within the crowd who's trying to can I roll perception? I just look for people who are trying to
Oh no, this is the worst
uh,
time for my internet
throw-
to cut out.
throw the crowd into a frenzy.
Yes, as you do, Jahira turns around and says, I need all the help that I am going to get. Citizens, I need you to go face to face with these watch members, these watch scum. Do not let them fire on your people. You will make them lower their crossbows. You will make them stand down. You are Bolturians. And as you look into the crowd, you see several patriarchs, as well as the easier to identify members of the Watch, who are all starting to pull on people who are shouting. Several of them begin to hurl glass bottles towards the front, towards Silver Shield, towards the Watch, seemingly trying to incite an absolute riot. They are trying to whip this up into something it was never meant to be.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna grab Raven Guard and immediately just. I need every highest, most trusted fists to stop any, and I'm gonna start pointing them out. Them. Get them to quell them immediately, and I'm gonna hand out a couple of the bits and bobs that I made earlier. And if any of the Watch fire, then these get launched at them. But only if they fire. Do not let them throw these first.
Young Will has an idea, and you can see it in the sparkle in his eyes. He looks at you and he says, Traced, I'm going to have to ask you to trust me. Can I have one of those smoke powder bombs? Not smoke powder, smoke. Pretend I didn't say that.
Yep.
I'm not like that. I need the ones that make the smoke, not the ones that leave the smoke.
Yes.
He
And
goes,
I'm gonna the last one of the smoke bombs I'm gonna hand to him.
and he turns to Zipporah and he says, Zipporah, I need you to make a distraction. Do you understand me? I need you to put something in front of those Watch members that distracts them. It can be as pretty and audacious as you want. I just need them not to be able to take aim.
Oh, I've got the perfect idea. And then,
And he takes off.
with a wave of her wand and a flick of her hat, Zipporah is going to cast Mirror Image and make multiple of herself and position them. Well, actually, let's see how many of those I can make. Let's see. Un momento. Actually, can you give me where you're looking at the spells? Because I guess my stuff
Shout
is
out to the heartless,
update.
sleeveless Phantom Phoenix sees you.
Thank you.
Would it be,
I have
where?
Thanks for being here.
5e tools. Let me.
Oh, here I see it. I see where it's
Yep.
pinned.
Good job, Figment. Way to hold down the fort.
Hey.
Oh goodness, that's a lot of. Oh god. Oh, here it is. Here it is. There we go.
Yeah, you can search.
There you go.
You can narrow that list down via search.
Okay, so yeah, 3. Okay, so I get 3 of them. So I want to see if I could start a I want to see if I could with each of my I want to place them essentially where real Zipporah is still where she is standing, and then she sends the other 3 out to essentially make a semicircle but spaced out, and she's gonna try and start a chant and try and get some of the other Baldurians to join in, and it's just a simple clap. We are Baldurian, one and all. The gates are open for everyone. We are Baldurian, one and all. The gates are open for everyone.
The
And she's gonna
children
try and
are
get-
totally into this. So as the
Cool.
little multiple U's pop up, hiya, hiya, hi, all throughout the crowd, The children begin to join you, and it is the cutest shit you have ever seen.
Inspiration.
And it's just something simple that especially the children can latch onto. And if the children are latching onto it, hopefully that's calming down some of the elders and getting them involved in it too.
Oh, thank you. His name is Figment. Okay, as you're doing this, Drizzt, what are you doing?
I have an idea, but I worry that it would kick the watch off to start firing.
Okay, then mull on that for a moment, and let's Doc tell me what you're doing.
Doc starts to like de-escalate, and he presses his button, and his armor and everything goes back to his normal, like pre-up armored self to the people, so they can see him. And he starts to sing with the children. And starts waving his hands around and holding like fire out of his hand, just kind of like lighting
Lord.
a torch.
Anyway, what are you doing?
So at this point, like, I'm right, she's not a tank. She doesn't have a lot that she can do. And there's a lot of people here, which makes her highly uncomfortable. So she has just been watching and observing and trying to watch the line of the watch and make sure no one steps out of line, because if they do, she does have that vial of choke arrow that makes that stinking cloud that she can just pop to try and keep them back in line.
Okay, as you are all kind of thinking about what you're doing, you begin to hear somewhat of a commotion from pretty far behind you, but it's, these people are getting whipped up. You kind of don't think anything of it at the moment until you see overhead the wings of a tiny sea foam dragon and his lavender little flippers. Thanks, unauthorized dice roll. Stick with it. Fredward soars overhead, and as everyone kind of watches, your eyes fall upon the pedestal where the beloved ranger once stood, and young Will Ravengard stands upon the pedestal, smoke bomb in hand like a beacon for all Baldurians. And at his feet, one Drizzt Darkglass sits leaning against the biggest keg you have ever seen. As Will goes, I might be a bit young for this. However, I've never known an adult, let alone a Baldurian, to turn down a pint of ale. Now, Mr. Duskshield here has been kind enough to help my father keep you all at bay and keep you lot, he looks down at the watch, from going absolutely mad on your citizens. So, who wants to talk this out? Shall we? And from behind you, the first sound you hear in all of the silence is oh, I have never been so proud of diction lessons in my life.
Thought that was
Ravengard. No, Ravengard is the
I thought so, too.
proudest father right now. He's just like, ugh, the etiquette, the decorum. Ugh, he's just so proud that he has
My
nothing
boy
to say.
Oh.
Just for sanity's sake, what is Minsk thinking right now?
For sanity's sake,
Beer.
Minsk is back in the crowd thinking, a
There we
drink is
go.
something I would not turn down after years of being trapped in stone, up on a pedestal for all to worship, having my
Just
hand
wait.
stolen.
You're
Ugh, my boo! I am happy to have a drink, even if it means it is with a watch soldier.
Love Minsk so much.
Thank you, Minsk. Thank you, Minsk. That was real. That was so real.
Aurora comes up through the crowd with a wheelbarrow full to the brim with more kegs. This woman has somehow managed to balance about 3 of them. You didn't know she was this strong. She is so little. This is really, really impressive. As she
It's a lot of
comes
kegs.
huffing her way through the crowd, she dunks it down in the middle of the crowd and goes, "Sorry about that. The keep was a little far. Silver Shield, I hope you don't mind. I know that we shipped you some casks of some of your favorite stuff, but that was kind of like before you tried to be a major dickbag to everyone in the city, so I figured you wouldn't really mind if I took it back. Anyone want to talk this out? I'll start serving it up. Oh, did anybody bring cups?"
Doc pulls out his tankard from
Thanks,
his belt.
NeoCal. Thank you, Onigiri. Holy shit.
I've got a hat.
Yay!
And Aurora goes, "Hey, Desk Shield. I know it's been a little while since your family's decided to make a public address, but, what do you say? It's your idea. What are we doing?" And the watch soldiers during all of this are so confused, but slowly you see them begin to put down their crossbows, and a couple of them even are like, "Ooh, ale," and start grabbing their tankards off of their belts like, "Yeah," and their buddies are like, "What in the fuck are you doing? We're supposed to be..." Dude, beer doesn't pay me enough. Beer.
I raise my tankard up in the air. Who's with me? Let's have a drink.
5,000 Baldurians, stretching the entirety of the wide in the upper city, from High Hall into the homes and communities, all the way over to the farthest reaches of the wall, begin to murmur amongst themselves. And with very little debate, they seem to somewhat discuss that, this doesn't sound too bad. And you know what? You did say the magic words. You said ale.
A word.
Silver Shield
Oh, no.
stands atop the barrels, and his grin melts. He is the most sallow, sad-looking, pitiful little man. This is the lowest you have ever seen him. He has lost his wizard friend, he has lost the support of his people, and he lost his war on the rest of the city? Oh, man. What would y'all like to do?
How many watch soldiers are near him, if any?
There's like 2.
Okay. Then I want to approach him.
Dang.
Okay.
My idea. Are you about to take my idea that I pick up?
No.
I
Oh,
mean,
boy.
I was gonna say I want to hit him with a boxing glove arrow, but whatever. Sure, let's
No,
talk.
I'm going to walk up. So blade's still in hand, but as I'm walking up, I'm going to unignite the thing.
And it
Douse it is actually the proper term. If I can find that.
as you put it into its sheath, the flames, as it goes in, just kind of...
So, just before it's fully sheathed, though, right as I'm about to be face to face with him, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to trigger the flash. It's a non-lethal thing. It's just a bright flash. So everyone in a 20-foot in a 40-foot radius has to succeed a DC 15 or become blinded for a minute.
What the fuck?
I hate you.
11 billion rolls. Go to
Do we all
town.
have to roll this?
Yes, I have to roll this.
No, I said, do we all, even us?
No.
Are you 40 feet near me?
Don't know.
I would
Don't
say
know,
Stu
but-
probably will. Zipporah went off to the other side. Imre, yeah, I'd say you roll it too.
All right. What are we rolling again? Remind me.
To be fair, I have to as well because I have advantage on it, so I get 2 rolls.
What's the DC?
Wait, what is the roll?
DC 15 con.
Jesus Christ. Meets it, beats it, right?
It meets it, beats it.
15.
Oh, thank God. Hey, man, if it helps you feel any better, I also meets it, beats it with advantage on my own.
Oh, good time.
13 of the 20 people nearest you are blinded.
God damn it.
Hang on.
You know, in hindsight, this sounded like a good idea.
Is this for Silver Shield?
Well,
yeah, Silver Shield is blinded. His ears are ringing. He's disoriented. He's just like, oh no.
Did you hit him with
So
the Men in Black? Did you hit him with the Men in Black?
As it's sheathed, I'm gonna play completely dumb because it doesn't require any physical action for me to trigger it as I'm holding it. And I'm gonna play it off like I got blinded too.
The people around you go, oh, what was that?
I don't know, like, but, you know, fuck, what the fuck is his first name?
Torland.
Torland. Just,
Scoob?
you know, Torland.
As you're
I'm really
talking,
glad
by
to
the way,
see
he just
this,
kind of off of the barrels.
I'm
Oh,
just
there
gonna
we go.
keep
That's what I was trying
talking
to do.
and looking at, yeah. I'm gonna keep talking, looking at him, just playing it off. We're just like, you know,
He's like-
it's a real good thing that we were able to keep things pretty peaceful today, despite, you know, everything, and despite some certain people's actions around here. I'm glad that things ended up quite peaceful and quite calm, because things could have gotten real ugly for a lot of people, as I'm just holding my claws out, and I don't think anyone here would want that. I don't think anyone here would like to see what that would have turned into. So I'm glad things ended up pretty nicely, and I hope you have a good rest of your day and are able to enjoy a few tankards of ale and are able to chat some things out with some people. Maybe get to the bottom of why you're so this way. Maybe
As
you can
you
have a
do,
good breakthrough and
another
maybe have a good
panther
realization.
comes slinking up behind Silver Shield, trapping him between herself and the barrels when poof. So, Thorland, do you want to tell me what in fuck you think you are doing outside of a jail cell? As Jahira leans her arm on the pitiful, pitiful man. You know, I don't take too kindly to threats. Not against my children, not against my city, and not against my Rashaman. So, you and I are going to have a little chat over a pint, which may or may not be laced with truth-telling serum. How does that sound? And as she does, Minsk loops a beefy arm under one of his arms, and Ravengard loops a beefy arm under the other as they carry him over, set him on a keg, shackle him, and force a tankard into his hands. And that is where we're going to call it for the night.
I want to keep playing.
We did it.
You
did it.
Do it.
Wow.
You avoided, as you know who watches from the shadows, 100%.
You know, I think I did a roll to ask that question one time.
You
did,
know
yeah.
who? You know who?
Yeah.
Who's you know who?
There are
You
plenty
know
of
who?
you know who's.
You
Before
know.
you guys dropped
You know
in,
who.
actually,
You know.
some of our adventurers may have perceived vaguely a couple of those you know who's walking amongst the Baldurians. Who knows, you know? It almost feels like Balduran himself was with us today.
No,
It was a good day.
not-
And we didn't have to
not
use
that
the
one.
AK.
Stop it.
Absolutely not that one.
Let's not.
What's so bad about Balduran?
No. Someone dropped something in
Oh,
the chat.
Oh, yeah, not that one.
Yeah.
This
No,
one we
not
can
that
name,
one.
I'm just not going to yet. We're not there yet. We have not arrived.
Taco wiener salad. Again, clutch name, my man. Clutch name.
So,
Next session will be named.
does anyone have any piece to say before I say what I need to say?
I
Part of me
cast
still
Eldritch
wants
Blast.
to punch him in the face.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Uh,
I'm kidding. I'm
it-
kidding. I'm kidding.
In character, out of character, or to the stream in general.
All of the above?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks to all the new subscribers and people who joined
And
our little
followers.
chaos on the streams
As
here
shit-
today. We
as
we
shit
truly
started getting real.
appreciate we truly appreciate all of you coming in and enjoying our brand of chaos.
Thank you.
Please follow
Be
our
back.
links
Thank you.
and feel free to follow us on all the socials. And
And we'll be back here next Wednesday.
There's
We
one
look
thing
forward to-
forgetting.
Previous
They've
episode.
made all of the sounds in this stream.
Oh
Who
yeah,
wants to do it?
yeah.
Syrinscape!
Syrinscape, our best friend.
Thank you, Syrinscape. The
Thank
stream
you,
sounds a lot better
Syrinscape.
now that I figured out how to use your tool. They don't give us
Because
anything for free. We
technology.
just really like them, and it sounds a whole lot better than me trying to find royalty-free music. That being said, players, say goodnight.
Good night, players.
Good night, players.
Thank you all so much. I'm gonna go cry into a bowl of ice cream because you guys have been amazing. I am so happy. I can't wait to see you all again. And until then, we'll see you in the realms. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye bye.